Hi, my name is Kristen Stiles. I'm an independent consultant with Usborne Books and More, and I am about to tell you about some picture books that we have in our collection. First one I'm going to tell you about is Billy B. Brown and her Great Adventures in Preschool. There's lots of great colorful pictures showing her adventures that they use great imagination for. They're a lot of fun. The next one I have for you is Animally. Animally is great for the youngest readers, so just anyone with a new baby has this, or younger children. It goes through different animals. I love you bravely like an eagle, I love you exceedingly like a giraffe, until I love you so for you are my family. It's a really sweet book. The next book I have is Who's Next? Guess Who? This book has animals that come in. It tells you who comes in. So the dinosaur came in with the tortoise, and you have to figure out who is leaving the picture. In this case it's an owl, and who is coming in, and that happens to be a chameleon. A really cute book. The next one I have is How Big is a Million? I know all our kids have lots of great questions. One of them is how big numbers can get. So the little penguin in the story goes through and learns about 10 and 100, 1,000, and he goes all the way to 1,000,000 to find 1,000,000. And inside this little pocket is this giant poster that has 1,000,000 stars on it, and I have no idea if you can see these because they're teeny tiny, but there are 1,000,000 stars on this gigantic poster that's tucked into that book. The next one I have for you is Bob is a Unicorn. Bob's really cool. He's one of my favorite characters. He goes through and he asks his friends, can you guess what I am? And everyone's like, no, I'm too busy for you, Bob. What are you doing, Bob? You look silly, Bob. But Bob has a great imagination, and at the end you see that he's imagining himself as a unicorn, and he finds a little girl who plays with him, and they play together. And then if you really want Bob, you can get this little plush over here too. The next one I have is Nibbles. This is probably the most favorite book. Every time I ask my kids what their favorite book is, it's Nibbles. Nibbles is a book monster. He likes to go through and nibbles books. What I love about this book is the detail in it. It has these little holes where Nibbles went through. He goes through, you have to find him on the page, and then he goes through and changes stories because he nibbles through them. So there are little stories, classic stories within the stories throughout the book, and it's just a phenomenal book. And again, there's also plush Nibbles that you can have so the kids can play Book Monster with him. The next book I have is The Tale of Two Beasts. This is actually two books in one. It's still easy to sit down and read once. First starts with part one, The Tale of the Strange Beast, and then it goes through the same story, but from the part of the beast, A Tale of the Terrible Beast. And in this case, the girl is the terrible beast. It just shows different perspectives on the same story and the different occupants of the story and how they take in the different perspectives. Kitty cat, where have you been? I've been to London to visit the Queen. These are new. There's one for London, one for Paris. Story of Kitty Cat and his adventures through London or Paris, and it goes through all the famous landmarks of London or Paris and tells you a little bit about them in tiny little bites. It's just a really cute story. I have a couple of compilation volumes I'd like to tell you about too. This one is a phonics reader. There's 6 phonics-based stories in here. You can buy them individually as well, but it's great value for compilation. So this one's B Makes Tea. Everything has rhyming text, simple text, great for a beginner reader or even your preschoolers who just like the simple story and the rhyming sing-song type stories. Lots of great pictures. And the last one, the complete book of the Farmyard Tales. These is a popular series in Usborne. There is different stories. It's all got the same characters, but it also has a unique feature of being a dual reader. So there's simpler text across the top, more complicated text on the bottom. You can read them individually, so if you have a reader with a shorter attention span, you can just read the top, or if you want more detail, you can just read the bottom, or you can put them together. Any way you read them, it gives you the full and complete story. It also has a feature that there's a duck on every page, and that is common with any of the Farmyard Tale type stories. And that is all I have for today. Thanks.